Since they first hit the big screen in live action form in 2007, the Transformers have had their moments and what have you, especially with the sequels, which have been more a miss than a hit with critics. And I've just seen the brand new prequel, Transformers Rise of the Beast, now playing in theaters. But is this new prequel worthy of a beastly comeback for the robots in the skies? Or is this yet another rusted up piece of scrap metal? Find out right now in this spoiler free review.
This is Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews.
So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Doyle, better known to as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a spoiler-free review of the just now released sci-fi action film Transformers Rise of the Beast, released by Paramount along with Skydance, plus Hasbro, Bay Films, New Republic Pictures, and the Bonaventura Pictures. Now, this is actually the first time a Transformers film has been produced with Skydance, which that's really something. And also, this doesn't involve Michael Bay as director again. He does, however, serves as one of the producers. The film was directed by Stephen Cable Jr., who recently directed Creed 2 a few years before this. And this stars Anthony Ramos along with Dominique Fishback, plus an all-star voice cast that includes Ron Perlman, Peter Dinklage, Michelle Yeoh, Liza Koshy, Pete Davidson, and more, plus regulars, including Peter Cullen, once again voicing Optimus Prime. Now then, I'll only give you a little bit of the story. We start in the homeworld of the Maximals, an advanced race of Cybertronians with beast modes. They come under attack from the planet-eating dark god Unicron, and they face off against his heralds, the Terrorcons, and an army of Predacon Scorpions led by Scourge. And well, their leader, Ape Link, sacrifices himself to allow the other Maximals to escape. And now it's under command of Optimus Primal, and they flee to Earth. And that's when we go to 1994, which unlike the prequel of Bumblebee, which this sort of serves as a sequel to this in ways, but well, not too completely. So anyway, an ex-military electronics expert named Noah Diaz struggles to find a job to support his family. And, well, he is convinced by his friend Reek to steal a Porsche 911 to sell, but only to discover it's the Autobot known as Mirage in disguise. And thus he manages to kind of come in touch with the Autobots, along with museum intern Elena Wallace, who studies an ancient statue of a falcon bearing the Maximal symbol and winds up breaking it open to reveal half of the time transwarp key inside. And thus they have to try and get the air back before Scourge and the others do. But that's all the story I'm going to give you. No more, because this is a spoiler-free review. Anyway, it took some time, but we finally got it after it had been almost 5 years since we got Bumblebee. But anyway, well, so far, well, despite its riding on the tomato meter, but at least it's higher than the other Transformers films. It's the third highest rate behind the first film and Bumblebee, which of course is the only certified fresh film of the franchise. Now, according to them, they say thanks to some genuine human drama between the set pieces and palpable affections for the title characters, the film is one of the franchise's more enjoyable outings. I agree, And IGN says the film proves that Bumblebee wasn't a fluke and that the Transformers series is finally accelerating in the right direction. Definitely. Now then, from what I've seen of the film, I think the film looked pretty cool. I'm glad critics are enjoying it. I mean, reviews are mixed, but at least they praise the action sequences and improvements over well, the four pre-Bumblebee installments. Unfortunately, it received criticism aimed at its climax. But that's understandable. I didn't find much of anything wrong. And well, it unlike the four pre-Bumblebee films, it doesn't slow down much with stuff like what we got in those and stuff and what have you. With a runtime of 127 minutes, at least that's much better for this than those other four films. I will say. So making it the third the third choice film, just right behind Bumblebee and the first Transformers film. I think that's still reasonable. Now for our cast, of course, we have Anthony Ramos, who of course I believe I know him. Recently saw him in Hamilton as well as In the Heights, and he more recently voiced Mr. Piranha in DreamWorks Animation's The Bad Guys last year. He does an exceptionally good job of playing Noah Diaz. He was very good. I will give you just a slight little Easter egg, but I'm not going to spoil it for you. Just watch closely, close to the end of the movie, and you're going to see another Hasbro title of a toy mentioned in the film. But I ain't telling you what it is. Nope. Spoilers. That's not going to be mentioned. No, this is a spoiler-free review, and you know it. Now, let me see. Now, next up, we have Dominique Fishback, who was recently in films like The Hate You Give and Judas and the Black Messiah. She plays Alina Wallace, and I must say she does very good on her performance of that character. Let's see, and then there's Luna Lauren Velez, whom we more recently heard her voice once again as Rio Morales in Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse last week. Plays Noah's mother. Dean Scott Vasquez plays Chris, Noah's younger brother, who suffers from sickle cell disease. Toby Nawidwi, I'm sorry if I mispronounced that name, plays Reek. He's pretty good. Now, as for our other group, for the Transformers, Peter Cullen is once again voiced by Peter Cullen. Well, yeah, Optimus Prime is once again voiced by Peter Cullen. Now, of course, he transformed into a red 1987 Freightliner FLA semi-truck and revealed on Instagram that Prime's unmasked face in the film was designed after Cullen himself, as a matter of fact. And they made it look close to the way he looked like we saw him in Bumblebee in ways. At least that managed to look like the Optimus Prime that I remember. Next up is Ron Perlman, who voices Optimus Primal. Now, I know who Perlman is from Hellboy and several other movies. And that was perfect and what have you. His beast mode in the film was based on unused concept art that was illustrated for an inclusion to the last night, as a matter of fact. Peter Dinklage voices Scourge. Of course, you may know who Dinklage is from HBO's recent hit Game of Thrones and X-Men Days of Future Past. He does a good job. Michelle Yeoh voices Airazor, a Maximum Warrior who transforms into a Peregrine Falcon. Scourge becomes a Peterbilt 359 logging semi-truck. And Optimus Primal transforms into a Western Lowland Gorilla. Okay, now where was I? Oh yeah. Pete Davidson voices Mirage. He's very good. He can project holograms and transform into a silver blue Porsche 964 Carrera RS 3.8. According to Davidson, he described voicing the character as Jim Carrey's The Mask meets Bugs Bunny in lieu of his rebellious personality. Now, then we have Liza Koshy voicing the character RC. I remember this character. Now, actually, RC was in last night, but was voiced by Grey Delisle, or Grey Griffin, as she was known as at the time. She can transform into a red, white Ducati 916 motorcycle. And I think she did a great job. John DiMaggio voices Stratosphere, and I say he did good too. We have David Sobolov voicing three characters and what have you. I've got to say, it's really good. Oh, yeah, and we have Cristo Fernandez voicing Wheeljack, and he's speaking in a Mexican accent. I like that. Bumblebee is back as well. So, anyway, the cast is really good. So, and of course, we have music done by Jean-Nic Buntims. If I mispronounce that first name, I do apologize. But anyway, he did a great job with the score. It has some pretty good 90s tunes and what have you, so that's good. Now, I thought the story was good too, and I don't care what critics say about the climax, so that's just their opinion. They've got their opinions, I got mine. I don't really find much of anything wrong. So it doesn't really deduct any points. It doesn't cause a slight negative or anything or what have you. But at least this managed to have some real good action sequences. More than what I could have even imagined. And with a shorter running time, I think this is a perfect Transformers film. So overall, I think this is worthy of checking out. So definitely go and see Transformers: Rise of the Beast. I think it's a pretty good film. And according to Paramount, they announced that this would be the first of 3 new installments. So I'm wishing them the best of luck with this. So I hope for the best it does well. So anyway, with everything I've said about the cast, the story, the score, and the great voice acting cast and the great characters, I gotta say I really do love it. So for my score, I'm gonna give Transformers: Rise of the Beasts 5 stars, which of course means on a scale of 1 to 10, it gets a 10. So, what did you think of Transformers: Rise of the Beast? Have you seen it yet? Let me know in the comments section below. If you liked the video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Join me next time when I bring to you my review of Jurassic Park. Another beastly film, but a classic though. So, thank you for watching, and if you like this, check out some of these films right from my Transformers playlist that I actually do like. In the upper left-hand corner is my review of the first Transformers live-action film from 2007. The upper right-hand corner is, the more modestly mixed and liked one, but still not great, Dark of the Moon from 2011, which I actually do like. I don't care what they say. Or go to the bottom left-hand corner and see my review of Bumblebee from 2018. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.